Hi, Gabrielle here. I am doing day 26 in my Journey to Life vlog blog series. This is me as a weakling polar bear, and then there's an F in between to kind of play with words, and it's polar fear. Because within myself, I'm existing within a polarity playout of fear and excitement. Pretty much a positive negative polarity within my world, where I'm going into points of inferiority and superiority towards those that I am seeing within a point of being stronger than me. I'll go into inferiority. Not as strong as me. In my idea of this not being as strong as me, I'll go into superiority. And then this is based on a picture that I'm holding on to as this, perfect person that I have to be, this perfect person that, is in my mind as, what my ego is chasing, and, that best case scenario for myself through my mind. And within this point of being, the best and being, stronger than others, within that I'll get, good feelings. I'll get, in regards to like work or other people, like relationships or any point really in our worlds, in sports. If you're the top person, you get, the glory, you get the good feelings from other people. If you're the top in your work, you get money. And it's this basic point of competition, the reward system through competing and becoming the best within our worlds. So this is a driving force within society, as we're pretty much all just ego-driven, basically. And our egos are, pushing to be this best person, this top person, so we can gain energy. Like I said a few vlogs ago, back a few nights, I was reading the Heaven's Journey to Life series, which is, Sunette and the portal and the dimensions are walking, the money externalization of the mind. It's kind of a representation, or no, it's like the externalization pretty much. It's not a representation, but it is the actual externalization of who we are within ourselves as only chasing energy, only chasing good feelings. What are we only chasing within our worlds? All we're chasing is money, so we can live, so we can survive. We need money to live. We need energy. We need good feelings to live. So I'm, just trying to, realize this and understand it within myself through the readings and blogs that I've been reading. So I'm not quite, clear and articulate and speaking about it, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but the basic point is that we're only living for energy, when within ourselves we're everything that exists here. We're life. We're able to be everything, in our pure essence, because, we're much more powerful and we have much more capabilities and, potential within ourselves as beings, as life beings here. I mean, we are the life force. We are the creators of this existence. So we're very powerful beings, but we suppress ourselves and we separate ourselves from ourselves here as life from the physical, because the physical is what is life here. I mean, that's the natural state of who we are. The organic matter of who we are is the physical. Everything is physical here. Everything is life. And so, when we're up in our heads trying to, with ideas and thoughts and beliefs and comparing ourselves to others and trying to be better than others, it's all being churned and created and generated within our mind. So we're not here, we're not in the physical participating equal with ourselves here as everyone, but we're in our heads all the time, competing, trying to be better, when we don't have to be better here. We're all the same here, we're all equal, we're all life here. So I'm just starting to understand that, the limitations that I've created for myself by being within this point of, let's say in this vlog in the blog, being inferior to other people, seeing myself less than other people, going into suppression, and this has created a lot of fear within myself, because I've held on to points in my past where, I was humiliated by other people, and from that point on, I've created myself in this idea that I am weak and I am, what these people called me, and, totally suppressed. I used to suppress myself so much, and now, seeing that, like, it's just something that happened. I mean, it doesn't define who I am. It doesn't, I'm defining who I am here. I'm creating myself here. I can live in any way I want to live. It's all me. So holding on to these points of, I'm inferior and suppressing myself around people, and, being in fear of expressing myself, and in fear of being humiliated in public and being made fun of and called out on, has totally limited my expression and limited my, living here, being a living being, being a creator of whatever I'm going to create, suppressing myself and just stunting myself pretty much. So it's created nothing but limitation within me, existing as a mind, existing as polarity playouts, existing as ego, and this is just a drive within myself, just driving to be the best. And, even when I saw myself as inferior to others, then I'd, go, and if I saw someone who defined someone who was not as strong as me in points, or I saw myself stronger, I would go and not abuse them physically or anything, but within myself I would change my personality and change the way I was, and I'd be more outgoing and more expressive and such, because I saw myself as better than that person. So I was separating myself in each case, each point in the polarity, the inferior, and then I would be superior to other people. So existing within the cycle of abuse towards others and separation towards others, just to, go. It was just a back and forth point of gaining energy through seeing myself as superior to someone else, and then going into depression and low energy and feeling really bad about myself and depressed and suppressing myself, and existing in that state. And then I'd find some way to get an energy burst and feel better about myself. So it's just, again, it's a back and forth in this polarity up and down cycle that is never ending until you stop defining yourself by inferior, superior, and just stand here as a physical and equality with all, as life, and, you know, not separate yourself. That's what I'm standing for to do, is not separating myself from everyone here, standing equal and living this within and as myself in all points in my world, stopping the thoughts of separation, stopping the words of separation, walking words that are best for all, living words that are best for all, my actions living best for everyone, my whole beingness being what's best for all, in oneness, inequality. Because there is a point to life here. I mean, you know, imagine if we walked one and equal, in fact, in our living here, in everything that we did, everything that we do, everything that we create, oneness, equality. I mean, we think it's impossible, but it's not. We just have to create it within ourselves. We have to walk within ourselves. If we don't, then you're not ever going to be one and equal, because just observe yourself for an hour and see your own thoughts and how you talk about people in your head and how you feel about yourself, how you judge yourself. And you know, we've been within processes, what we have been walking, and self-forgiving, and, you know, investigating about ourselves to see who we are within our thinking, and what our back chat is, and how we speak about people in our heads, and how we think about ourselves, and how we judge ourselves. And, you know, it's a process to stop all that, stop it continually, and just live here, one and equal, stopping mind participation, stopping the energy to addictions and such. And so it's quite a walk, but there's no other walk that is worthwhile taking unless, you know, we become equal here and we stop the abuse that's here that we're creating within ourselves. So, you know, me existing within fear is not necessary in my world. As I realize that everyone here is me, and so just standing here and being aware of all things and walking practical, common sense solutions. Fear does nothing to solve anything. It just actually limits yourself and kind of diminishes yourself. So that's what I'm walking within this blog. It's part 1 because I have a lot more forgiveness to do on these points. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.